Okay, let's talk about something you're doing right this second, but probably haven't given a single thought to all day. We're talking about two incredible organs working away inside you, your lungs. They are the true unsung heroes that power every single moment of your life.
So I'm going to start with a number for you, 23,000. Any guesses? Well, that's about how many times you'll breathe today. It's this amazing automatic process that your body just handles. You don't have to think about it from your very first breath to your very last.
And their role? Well, it's absolutely critical. Your lungs are the heart of your respiratory system, working non-stop every single second. They're constantly filtering the air you breathe and getting that vital oxygen into your bloodstream. They never, ever get a break.
So how does this whole thing actually work? I mean, what really happens when you breathe in? To figure that out, let's go on a little trip. We're going to follow the journey of a single breath, from the air all around you, deep into the machinery of your body.
Okay, so it all kicks off the moment you inhale, right? Through your nose or your mouth. Instantly, that air gets warmed up and moistened. Then it travels down your trachea, you probably know it as your windpipe, which then splits into two big bronchial tubes. From there, things get wild. Those tubes branch out into thousands of tinier and tinier little airways called bronchioles. The whole thing honestly looks just like an upside-down tree. And at the very, very end of all those tiny branches, we finally reach our destination, the alveoli. Now these are microscopic, little elastic air sacs. If you can see them, they look like tiny clusters of grapes. And believe me, this is where all the real magic happens. And the scale here is, well, it's just mind-boggling. Get this, a typical adult has somewhere between 300 and 500 million of these tiny alveoli. If you could somehow take them all out and flatten them, they'd cover an entire tennis court. Yeah, all of that surface area is packed inside your chest, perfectly designed for its job. Which brings us to the main event. The entire journey of that breath, all that branching and traveling, it was all leading to this one critical moment, the great gas exchange. This is the fundamental reason you breathe in the first place. It's really a simple but beautiful trade. Good stuff in, bad stuff out. As the air fills up those alveoli, oxygen passes right through their super thin walls and hops into your bloodstream. And at that exact same moment, the waste gas your body doesn't want, carbon dioxide, travels from your blood back into the alveoli so you can breathe it out. It's this elegant, perfect swap that keeps you alive.
So why do we need all this oxygen anyway? What's the point? It comes down to one word: energy. Every single one of the trillions of cells in your body, from the ones in your brain to the ones in your toes, needs a constant supply of oxygen to create the energy that lets you think, move, and, well, live.
And this is where the teamwork inside your body is just incredible. Once that oxygen is in the blood, your red blood cells jump into action. They're like this massive fleet of delivery trucks. And they use a special protein called hemoglobin. You can think of that as a special magnet for oxygen. It grabs onto the oxygen and carries it away from the lungs, delivering it to every single corner of your body that needs it.
Okay, so now that we have this newfound appreciation for the incredible work our lungs are doing, the next question is pretty obvious, right? How do we take care of them? So let's shift gears and talk about an action plan, some things we can all do.
So what can you actually do? Well, the good news, a lot of it is totally in your control. Protecting your lungs is all about making smart, consistent choices that really add up over time. First, let's talk about what to avoid. The number one biggest thing you can do is not smoke or vape. It just directly damages your lung tissue. And secondhand smoke is just as bad, so steer clear of that too. Beyond that, just be a little more aware of your environment. Try to limit your time outside on days with really heavy air pollution, and think about your indoor air, Keep dust down, make sure you have good ventilation. Now for the fun part, what you can embrace. Regular exercise is an absolute game changer. It makes your lungs and heart way more efficient. Also, something super simple, stay hydrated. Drinking plenty of water keeps everything flowing smoothly. And don't forget the easy stuff like getting your annual checkups, staying up to date on your vaccines, washing your hands often, and even just taking a few minutes to practice some deep breathing. It all helps. All right, as we start to wrap up, let's come back to that simple, automatic action that you're doing right now. My hope is that from now on, you'll think about your next breath with a whole new sense of awe and just appreciation for what's going on. And hey, before you go, here's one last surprising little fact for you. Because they're filled with millions of those tiny air sacs we talked about, your lungs are the only organs in your entire body that can actually float on water. How wild is that?
a totally unique feature for a truly unique and vital organ system.
So I'll leave you with this question. Every single day, you're given about 23,000 of these incredible breaths, and most of them happen without you even noticing. Now that you know the amazing journey each one takes and just how important it is, what will you do to make them all count?